We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Jones. finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Connor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Xavier McKinney.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Brings up 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 20. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
26-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Steelers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Intercepted by...
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
A gain of...
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Jones on third down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
At the 38-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. A long ways to go here on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Gain of 50 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
For Pittsburgh.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have...
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
To number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete. Joe Hayden.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones now on 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. A final shot before break. Jones. Oh, The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Julian Love picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go to Barkley again, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Jones. Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The tackle by Leonard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss. Second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got second and 12 from the 36. Again, it's Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotion...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tate, 30 yards. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
The kick is good.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to throw right away. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, here's Samuels. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. Tonight's
so a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much.